Every week, the internet crowns a new main character. Last week, it was comedian Leo Vance. He didn't just headline the Apex Gala's celebrity roast, he set the whole event on fire. Clips of his set exploded online, first with laughter, then with outrage. Was Vance a comedic genius, or just a bully with a mic? The world couldn't decide. Hashtags like Leo Vance canceled and Leo Vance for president trended at the same time. The roast became a cultural flashpoint, sparking debates about free speech, comedy, and social justice. Suddenly everyone was an expert on Leo Vance's career. News outlets dissected his punchlines as if they were state secrets. His jokes targeted Hollywood, tech, and sports royalty. No one was safe. The laughter in the room was real, but the online backlash was deafening. The real question: what's the role of a comedian in 2026? To comfort, to provoke, or just to make us laugh? Vance's roast became a mirror for society. What you saw said more about you than about him. As the digital storm rages, we're left to ask, what does it all mean? The Apex Gala isn't your average comedy club. It's a glitzy charity event for the ultra-famous. The crowd tech moguls, movie stars, pop icons. They're used to applause, not public evisceration. People expected gentle ribbing. Instead, Vance brought a flamethrower. He didn't just poke fun at careers. He went after divorces, scandals, and carefully crafted images. For once, the celebrities weren't in control. Unlike old-school roasts, this wasn't an inside joke among friends. Vance was an outsider, a jester with a license to disrupt. The tension was electric. Some laughed, others froze, wondering if they were next. Cameras caught nervous smiles and PR panic in real time. This wasn't a cozy roast. It was a high-wire act in a room full of fragile egos. Everyone waited for the first crack, and when it came, the whole room and the internet shattered. Why did this roast go nuclear? 3 reasons: shock, celebrity, and ambiguity. Vance's jokes were brutal. No topic was off limits. That shock factor made the clips irresistible to share. He targeted the biggest names: billionaires, A-listers, pop stars, guaranteeing global attention. Everyone had an opinion, fueling the fire. But the real secret? Ambiguity. Was it funny or cruel? No one could agree. The jokes were Rorschach tests. One person's satire was another's attack. This moral gray area kept the debate alive. Social media thrives on arguments, and this was the perfect storm. The shock made people click, the celebrities made them care, and the ambiguity made them argue. The roast became a self-sustaining machine of clicks, shares, and outrage. Once it started, there was no stopping it. It wasn't just a comedy set, it was a global event, and everyone was watching. At first, the internet cheered Vance's boldness, but the mood shifted fast. Critics said he crossed the line, mocking mental health, family struggles, and reinforcing stereotypes. Wealth and fame, they argued, don't make someone fair game for personal attacks. Some jokes were called misogynistic or tone-deaf about privilege. Social media amplified the outrage. Clips stripped of context became evidence of cruelty. Outrage became a trend, with users competing to condemn Vance. Many felt the roast lacked purpose. Was it satire, or just mean for the sake of it? Great comedy exposes hypocrisy. This, some said, just tore people down. The backlash wasn't just about offense, it was about meaning. Was Vance making a point, or just enjoying the chaos? For every critic, there was a defender. It's a roast, they argued. The celebrities knew what they signed up for. Vance was punching up, not down. His targets were the powerful, not the vulnerable. Edgy comedy, they said, is meant to challenge and provoke. The discomfort was proof he'd hit a nerve. Sanitizing comedy, they warned, would rob it of its power. Many simply found it hilarious, clever, fearless, expertly delivered. If you don't like it, don't watch, they said. Don't ruin it for those who do. For them, the backlash was an attack on the very idea of subjective humor. Enter context collapse. In the past, a joke lived and died in the room. Now, a joke for 200 people is seen by millions, stripped of setup, tone, and intent. A 10-minute set becomes a 10-second clip, judged by strangers worldwide. The original context is lost. The joke becomes a blank canvas for outrage. What was hilarious in the room can seem cruel online. Vance's roast was designed for the Apex Gala, not the global internet. But once online, the jokes were out of his control. Social media chopped them up, stripped the nuance, and fed them to a primed audience. The chaos wasn't just possible, it was inevitable. In 2026, every comedian is performing for the world, whether they want to or not. Why does comedy spark such fierce debate? Because humor is never just about laughs. Laughter signals agreement. It's a referendum on the joke's premise. The arguments aren't about funniness. They're about culture, power, and morality. Jokes become battlegrounds for our beliefs about empathy, free speech, and social progress. Some say comedy should never punch down. Others say nothing should be off limits. One side sees evolving standards as progress. The other fears self-censorship. For some, comedy's job is to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. For others, it's to challenge, provoke, and even offend. The Leo Vance debate is really a debate about who we are and who we want to be. As the uproar peaked, everyone waited for Vance's response. He released a statement, a classic non-apology. He acknowledged the controversy but didn't apologize for his jokes. Instead, he defended roasting as an art form. The contract is that we're all in on the absurdity. He argued his jokes weren't literal but satirical and context mattered. Vance put the onus on the audience to understand the format. He critiqued internet culture. You perform for a room, but you're judged by the world. For fans, it was a bold defense of comedy. For critics, it was arrogant and dismissive. He ended with, "My job is to write jokes. Your job is to decide if you laugh. I'll keep doing my job." The statement drew a line in the sand. He wasn't changing his style. The non-apology didn't end the debate, it just shifted the focus. Now, the argument was about his response, not just his jokes. The saga continued, with no resolution in sight. The dust hasn't settled, and the internet is still divided. The Leo Vance roast is now a symbol of our cultural battles about speech, power, and progress. It's a reminder, humor is never neutral. It reflects our times and our values. The real question isn't whether Vance went too far, it's where you draw the line, and why. Is edgy comedy a vital tool for truth, or an outdated relic? Should comedy evolve to prioritize empathy, or does that kill its power? There's no easy answer. Your stance says a lot about you. In the end, the punchline is on all of us.